Before this video begins, I want to apologize ahead of time if I start crying during this voiceover. This is another story time. This story time takes a lot out of me, and I hope you guys appreciate this artwork and my story. So please enjoy, and let's get started with the story time, shall we? Alright, so here's a tea, guys. I have no script for this voiceover, so if I pause or get tongue-tied, I apologize. I didn't want to write a script because honestly I can't write a script for this story time, so let's just go at it. My last story time, I told you guys that my story of my stepmom emotionally abusing me and how she basically destroyed my self-confidence and self-esteem of me growing up. It was hard on me. This story time I have is very, very personal. I am not 100% ready to tell you guys all the details because if I was going to do that, not only will I be an emotional wreck, but this video would be probably 4 hours long, so we don't want that. So today is the 26th of January, and it marks a very special day for me because last year I received news that ended years of pain, suffering, crying, and just honestly frustration. Growing up, I went through two things that no one should ever go through. One was getting emotionally abused, but the other I wish for no one to go through. As you guys know, my parents divorced, and obviously you met my stepmom, and my mom, on the other hand, she was doing okay. I just want to make one clear. None of my parents, my mom or dad, did anything to me. They were the best parents that they can be, and I love them, and I'm so grateful to have them. But when I was little, I went through one thing that basically, in a way, destroyed me. This thing took away my childhood growing up. At the time, I didn't know it was wrong, but then when I grew up, I realized that this thing was wrong. I lived with this for about 10 years. I was scared. I was honestly scared. I was so little, I didn't know any better. I was terrified to talk to anyone about it, and I didn't know what to do, so I just kind of went with it. I went for it for about 10 years. I went through some horrible things with it when I was little, and it was horrible. It was bad. Like I said, it took away my childhood away from me. Like, it was always on my mind, or at least on the back of my head. I had this mask on when I went out to public, like showing the world, like, I'm okay. Nothing's going wrong. Don't worry about my stepmom, or don't worry about this other thing. Totally okay. No. I was crying for help inside. It wasn't until after my first year of college when this little thing happened that made, in a way, told myself to, like, okay, that's enough. This is the limit. Do something. It took one little thing from this thing for me to speak out, in a way. I had many opportunities for me to basically say something, but I didn't. I was terrified. After being quiet for 10 years, I said something. But then I dealt with the aftermath. And it was tough. For 5 years, I dealt with the aftermath. And honestly, it was mostly of rejection or postpone and so forth. And I was to a point where I wanted to give up. I wish this thing did worser things to me to make me speak up, because it was hard. This thing followed me basically my whole life, even when I went to college. And it was very tough. After I spoke out, I thought I was a mess. I was a complete mess. My feelings were everywhere, and I felt like I had no one to talk to. I didn't feel like I had a safe haven no matter where I went. I went through a lot of emotions, and as I said, there were times where I wanted just to give up, because I was so tired of it. I was frustrated. I was sick of it. I, in a way, went through a depressing stage. I just wanted it to be over. I do have to give 2 thank yous to 2 close of my friends. One is Mary, who you guys have seen in my old college videos, and the other is Brian, who was my male model and still is someone very close to me. They were there when I was frustrated, when I wanted to give up, when I was crying my eyes out, saying stuff, and they were there when I was just down in the dumps, honestly. They were there. They listened. They saw me. They tried their very best to support me, and I just want to say thank you, Mary and Brian, for being there. Also to my dad and mom. Thank you. It was very tough. This thing destroyed me in a way. It took my childhood away from me. Until now, these days, I still act like a kid because I want to get those experience that I never got as a kid back. It was very tough. But I kept going even though I wanted to give up. I kept going. I kept fighting. And the times where I was down, like in the dumps, I have to give a shout out to Black Veil Brides. When their new album, Wretched and Divine, came out, I believe I was in high school when it came out. And when I heard their song, Lost It All, that changed my world. I listened to that song like over 5 times when I first listened to it. Because there was a band, there were people telling me that it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel like shit. It's okay. It's 100% okay. You don't have to be happy at all. Because I grew up, especially with my stepmom, telling me not to be a baby, so I felt like crying was a sign of weakness. And there was Black Veil Brides telling me that it's okay to cry. You are okay. It's okay to feel like shit. So thank you, Black Veil Brides, for creating that song. And thank you, Andy, for singing it. And everyone who played a part in that song, because you guys saved my life at times. You guys gave me hope and strength to continue on. You really did. You saved my life. I know that's a bit dramatic for some of you guys, but they honestly did save my life. In this painting that I'm doing, it's me of being free from all of this shit I went through as a kid. Getting emotionally abused and dealing with this thing. Art is a way for me to express myself. It is a gateway for me. I just want to say that I am doing so much better after this, because last year was when I received great news that ended years of pain, frustration, and is everything. And so I'm grateful to be where I am right now, teaching little kids to art, showing them the wonders of art and how I am right now. I'm happy where I am. Yes, it took me some time to heal, but I'm happy where I am. I am still healing, but I'm a lot better where I am now. I just have to say, if any of you are going through something and your gut is telling you that it is wrong, and you know deep down it is wrong, you're not alone, but do speak up. I know how terrified you are, because I was in those same shoes, but just know that you're not alone, and that you have people that love you and will support you. My name is Ruth. I'm 24 years old. I was emotionally abused as a kid and dealt with this horrible thing that I wish on no one to go through. But I'm here now. I am a survivor. I'm teaching art. I have a great life. I have wonderful friends who've been through me and helped me through this. And I'm very grateful for that. And this is what this painting represents, of me being free. Me just flying and continuing to live my life, however that is. I am better, guys. I do hope you guys enjoy the story time. It is a bit more personal than the last one, but I want it to be because today is a very special day. For me, at least. So, please share this video. Please subscribe to my channel. All my social media links are down below: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you guys are special in each way. Don't let anyone bring you down at all, because you don't deserve that. Everyone deserves respect, as I do. Alright, I'm going to let this painting finish. I hope you guys like it, and I will see you guys the next time. I love you guys.